In this second episode, we're going to see how Team 7 responds to Naruto getting took hostage. Naruto episode 28. So we start this episode off with a recap, just to get took to another recap before Sasuke makes this guy transform. After his disguise is compromised, he decides to charge straight in. Before he can close in, Sasuke jumps up in the air, starts weaving signs, and does the fire-style Phoenix Flower Jutsu, shooting an array of fireballs down at the ground. But the shinobi is able to dodge all of these. And just so suddenly, he gets up in the air along with Sasuke, and they're having a kunai fight. During the small duel, the shinobi actually retreats. While Sasuke is going to chase him, this is when he suddenly hears Naruto, and of course, he reacts. He throws down a kunai knife, and it kind of even hits the rope at the same time. But with Sasuke distracted, the shinobi makes his move. He throws an array of knives directly at Sasuke. Lucky enough, Sasuke is able to dodge under the log of the tree, and as he looks up, there is a paper bomb attached to one of the kunai knives. After this explosion, Sasuke falls down to the ground. Within just a single blink, the shinobi is now behind Sasuke. With Sasuke hostage, the shinobi demands the scroll. Suddenly, we see Sasuke laugh, and in return, out of one of the trees, a kunai knife is thrown. Of course, that throw was no other than our boy Naruto, who is now in the fray. Sasuke is kinda mad. He's like, Naruto, you're getting in my way. Suddenly, he activates his Sharingan. At the same time, he does something we haven't seen before. He uses chakra in his foot to pick up a kunai knife to then get ready to throw it. Such a wild sequence. So the shinobi's midair, Sasuke ends up missing. At the same time, he dashes in and he catches the knife and stabs him. So apparently this guy came alone to hide his presence. He just ends up running away. After a small skirmish, Team 7 decides to have a team meeting. They think, hey, we should make a password just in case someone tries to transform again because it's probably going to happen. Turns out, Sasuke has an overly complicated password Naruto doesn't even understand. After the small meeting, the team gets ready to go back out. Suddenly, Naruto just gets hit by a small needle. As we wonder where it came from, suddenly a gust of wind comes out of nowhere. After the reaction, we get to see three people appear, and it's the Weird Tongue Girl and her team. Very unexpectedly, we get to hear that she wants to go in alone. As the camera pans away from them, we go back to see Sasuke watching from underneath a bush. After Sasuke backs away from the bushes, Sakura tries to approach him, and of course he says, "Don't come any further, password." She answers it perfectly. Right after that, Naruto comes in, and of course, we gotta ask him the password. Surprisingly, he gets it fully correct. Immediately, Sasuke scoffs. Of course Naruto wouldn't know this, he's stupid. So he throws a kunai knife. This Naruto dodges. I can't believe that Sakura had to be explained how this isn't Naruto. Of course, Sasuke calls it out, and even tells the imposter to show themselves. Which we kinda know who it is, just from the tongue thing they do. As they untransform, of course it's the long-tongued girl. They ask, why would Sasuke make a password so long and not shorter? And the reason is they were eavesdropping and he knew it. With the creepiness of long-tongued lady, Sakura wonders, where's Naruto? And of course, he's been thrown far away from them. As Naruto is wondering where he is, he looks up, and to his surprise, it's a giant frickin' snake. The snake tries to dive at Naruto, which he ends up dodging it, but the second time around, he gets caught into a hold. Eating all that ramen is definitely not going to do him any justice. He gets swallowed by the snake. Now back to Sasuke and Sakura. Weird Tongue Girl gets even more freaky. At first, things are kind of normal. She talks about how they have the Heaven Scroll, and they'll probably need the Earth Scroll. So we see her actually swallow her own scroll, which is just freaky weird. Long Tongue Girl says this is going to be a life or death battle of the scrolls. Immediately, we get to see Sakura and Sasuke blasted by a genjutsu of both of them getting killed. But wait a second. Sasuke gets stuck, and as he's thinking there on the ground, he understands that this is just thirst for blood. It's so crazy because this is not genjutsu. This is simply the aura of just pure bloodlust. Sasuke looks over to Sakura to check in on her. Of course, she is speechless, just shaking there. They have no way to get out of this situation. It's just death. Quickly, we go back to Naruto, and he finally discovers that he is in the stomach of this snake, and he just wants to get out of there. Sasuke, on the other hand, he's having trouble moving. This pure fear that he has, it's just making it so hard for him. Somehow he is able to pull through this, get his kunai knife, and get up. However, this is no use. Sasuke is once again locked in place. The lady comes closer, and she says, I'm gonna make your death painless. So she comes just within the reach to actually throw two kunai knives. In an interesting first person mode, we see as his blade is being hurled. Suddenly, we switch over to see its main impact, and there's someone bleeding. Suddenly, we come to a cut. We go back to Naruto inside the snake. He's there thinking, am I gonna die? And throughout this, he has flashbacks, thinking about everyone, even Sasuke. And he realizes something. He can't stop till he settled things. Now we're thrown back to what's going on with Sasuke and Sakura. As we saw, the kunai knives are getting thrown, but neither one of them are there. From a closer look, both of the kunai knives actually hit a tree instead. From a follow-up, we get to see that Sasuke was able to get to safety and bring Sakura along with him. The way that Sasuke was actually able to do this, it was broken down by the weird tongue lady. He stabbed himself last minute, and what he did was he drowned his fear with pain. Back with another Naruto update, he's inside the snake and he decides to do the Shadow Clone Jutsu. It blows up the snake and it blows up. Sasuke is just really worked up and he's trying to make Sakura be quiet, thinking about what should be done next. At the same time, a snake is right behind them. Finally, Sakura is able to free herself and speak up. Both of them dodge the snake. Sasuke is currently still midair from the dodge. At the same time, he notices this snake is just the lady transformed. This scares him, but he ends up reacting by throwing a bunch of ninja stars, which kills the snake. Looking at it now, I think Sasuke was more scared that the snake reminded him of the lady, not that it was actually a transformation. Now, going back to this dead snake, she pops out of the body, which is just so weird. I'd be freaking out. She then starts twisting herself along the tree to try and get to Sasuke, just like a snake would slither. Sasuke's scared. She's so close. Suddenly, at a standstill, we hear blades that impact the tree. I find this like so funny because everyone looks back at Naruto like, wait, bro, you're supposed to be dead. Looking at this episode, it's pretty good. We start off with some action, which wasn't too bad. I more or less have a complaint about the writing that the guy just ends up running away, which I just find a little bit of a disaster. Now, the major thing is we get a villain here, and now it's this big team standoff. Looks really sick, and I just want to see what happens. I do want to say something else. I apologize for me using nicknames and other ways of saying characters' names, going around it. I don't want to give away too much. I know a lot of these series I talk about are series that have been around a long time, and if you don't know these characters, you may be hidden under a rock. But I want to keep it open because I know a lot of people haven't seen this series or they're trying to get into anime, even people that are trying to go back and maybe get a quick summary. I know you can read it up, but this is another way. I like to sleep to videos like this. I don't know if there's other people like that. Don't want to yap too much, but a really great episode, and we're going to have to see where this goes next episode. If I had to rate it, I'm going to say it's a really strong 8-8 overall. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on Naruto episode 28. Hope you stay safe, and until next time, peace out.